Jai Shri Ram. Not just a renaming of India as Bharat, Mount Everest must also be renamed as Navbandhana. In the Matsya Purana, Himalayas was called Navabandhana. Manu, Satyavrata Manu saved a fish and then saved mankind. The boat was tied to the horn of this fish, and finally, the boat was believed to have been tied to the Mount Everest, which is what it's called now. It was called Navabandhana. In the Mahabharata also, Mount Everest is mentioned as Navbandhana. Nav means boat and Bandhana means tied. There is a band of yellow kind of color. If you notice the pictures of Mount Everest, this is our Puranic story saying that this is how Manu tied this boat to, he is parking his boat by tying it to the Mount Everest. Even if you are not willing to accept the reality of such a tying a boat and all that, nevertheless, the name of Mount Everest in the Mahabharata and Matsya Purana was Navabandhana. Okay. Now you see, the Tibetan name is Chomolungma. Chomolungma means goddess mother of the world. That's also an ancient name. The Nepali name, ancient name of Mount Everest, Nepali name is Sagar Mata. Sagar Mata, goddess of the sky. Now, this fellow, these Britishers, these colonizers, these rascals, the British came and then they renamed it. After this joker, George Everest, who was after all a surveyor general, and they gave the title Sir George Everest. This bloody joker should have the humility to openly admit that it should not be called so, because the ancient name of Himalayas, which is there in the Matsya Purana and Mahabharata, is Navabandhana. Chomolungma is the Tibet name and Sagarmata is the Nepali name. But these rascals are inspired by the Christian dogma. Now you see this, I have posted one picture here. You can see this one. The doctrine of Christian discovery issued by a papal bull. The word bull means order. So you can understand it's a short form of bullshit. Christian discovery, the doctrine of Christian discovery in 1452, first order was given by a pope of that time. The diabolical means devilish. Their idea is that any land occupied by non-Christians can be claimed by Christians as Christian land, and then it can be named as discovered, and that is the justification for colonization and sovereignty and ownership. This disgusting doctrine, shameless fellows, that is why that rascal Christopher Columbus went to America. He never discovered America. America was actually ruled by Arjuna's son, Babruvahana. And even if you deny Babruvahana's existence, whatever, Babruvahana, son of Arjuna, by his wife Chitrangada. So that is what Mahabharata says. And Leif Erikson, Amerigo Vespucci. Actually, Amerigo Vespucci, America is named after Amerigo Vespucci. That is the Italian explorer. So finally, this rascal Christopher Columbus killed millions of Red Indians there. He is a mass murderer. Go to Colombia, South America, Mexico, they hate this custard, Christian Columbus, this Christopher Columbus. This rascal was a mass murderer. But they have told us, lessons in our school books. The great discoverer, my foot. So this dangerous, diabolical doctrine of Christian discovery. Wherever a land is occupied by non-Christians, these rascals will come and claim it as the land of Christ, and then they'll start baptizing and converting. This is the evil. The truth of the matter is Chomolungma, Sagarmata, Navabandhana in our Matsya Purana. And the real hero is Tenzing Norgay. Tenzing Norgay. He was the first man to reach the summit of Mount Everest. He saved this fool, Edmund Hillary. He would have died. He actually fell into a crevasse, and Tenzing Norgay, with all his strength and ability, see, he was a powerful man. He saved this white-skinned joker. But finally, we were told that this Edmund Hillary is the first man who said, my foot, he would have died if Tenzing Norgay had not saved his life. This is the worst kind of discrimination which is endorsed by their holy book also. I don't have to name it, we already know. Slavery, discrimination, and all these disgusting dogmas are always there. So this is high time we name the Mount Everest. Nepal, Tibet and India Bharat should get together, and it should be given all the three names. It should be called Navabandhana, Chomolungma and Sagarmatha. These are the three official names of Mount Everest, not the silly Everest fellow who would have died anyway, George Everest, some bloody joker who came to India in 1865. Even the international patent law says you cannot give a patent to anything if there is a history of prior use. But the Americans have got 2 patents on Gaumutra. The patent office there must be staffed with idiots, ignorant ignoramuses, fools. How dare they, how can they give a patent when their own law prohibits it? So this is the level of deception, cunning and hatred for Bharat and Hinduism. And all this stuff, many of our seculars and Hindu phobic idiots in our country have lapped up, they're lapping up. కుక్క పిల్లలు పాలు ఎలా జుర్రుతాయి ల్యాపింగ్ అంటనమాట. దే ల్యాప్డ్ అప్ అండ్ నౌ దే హేట్ హిందూయిజం. సో ఇట్స్ హై టైమ్ we rename Mount Everest as Navabandhana. Jai Shri Ram.